webcam took over for Facebook Live. We'll just go like this. Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to record a podcast, and usually I don't go live when I do podcast recording. Let me see if this is better. I'm on. It's not. It's not. I don't know why I'm having technical difficulty, but that's fine. That's a part of it. It is correct. So I'm live here and in YouTube, live in Facebook. I have a camera out there. I want to use that camera, but I haven't been able to use just the housekeeping. Um, I'm wearing my London Marathon shirt. Those of you who are keeping up with all my craziness, traveling, things I do. Home. I had a couple of weeks at home. If you have any questions, please do post. I have another phone. I'm gonna answer it as I go. Sorry for a little late start and last minute notification I gave you. One other thing I like about Facebook, that going live, especially going live, is that um, one of the things I like is that it keeps me honest. And look, I see myself. You see this? So anyway, let's get it started. If you're watching me in YouTube, you'll be a little close. I don't know. I'm having some technical difficulty. I need to have better setup before I do this again. I did pretty good last time. I thought I had it down, but apparently not. So let me watch myself here on this phone. I'm sure I'm using all kind of internet at home. So this is my blue. This is my micro. Okay, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna bring this here, and I need to do better setup. My setup here at office. I will walk you through a very small desk I have, and you can see all the background, all my medals around the world. Actually, I don't have any of the medal from 2023 here, so you can tell I'm just. This is from last previous year, so let's just record here. Let's see how this looks like. This not looking good as well. Hold on, please. I'm trying to um, record audio setup, host audio. Yeah, here we go. So I should be hello, 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 hello. So I'm good here. I think I'm good here. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording. I'm a little behind. So let's just start. I usually go pause before I start my podcast, and then we'll get to the main topic in a little bit, and then talk through this. Those of you watching YouTube, probably you get pretty bad reception, but I had the camera for YouTube, but it's not working. Maybe my other computer was set up. I forgot which computer I had to set up. Okay, let me not ramble too much. Okay, let's go. I'd like to welcome you to Emran's podcast. I hope you're doing great today. Today, just for housekeeping, it has been a little bit. I have not recorded podcasts, but over the times I have done a few races, a couple of few, starting from London to then I did a rock in Chakalaka. I used to think like it was a rock in Chakalaka. Actually, it's a rocking in Chakalaka. Anyway, it's a little confusing, but I just finished YouTube. I just finished a video that I'll post on YouTube. As you know, that most of my longer contents are going in YouTube, shorter contents and YouTube and Facebook and everywhere else. But a podcast on the SoundCloud Marathon Runs. Today, I want to talk about my topic that I want to talk about as I say, I travel to Europe a few times this spring, and just recent travel when I went to Europe and back. I had some experience that I would like to share with you that I haven't had a chance. The main goal here is to kind of not related to running, but definitely most of my big a lot of travel lately has been related to running. the topic here that I want to talk to you about is be nice to others. As you know, being nice, it doesn't cost anything. It doesn't hurt you. But it's always nice to be nice to others. I realized that because I flew four airlines, and I was I from Birmingham. I flew to Dallas in America, and then I took British Airways. Then I was flying on the way back. We supposed to fly Delta all the way home. Due to travel, pilots got sick. We end up flying with Virgin Atlantic, which is a kind of British. Started it in English, however you want to say it is a British Airlines, not British Airways, but a British Airlines. I don't want to say British Airways because there is a British Airways, and also at the end I flew Delta. So all these four flights I flew, and there's different experience I had. Going from here to Dallas was pretty nice. The weather was supposed to be bad, but when I went to Dallas, once I got to British Airways, I was treated really, really well. I was really nice. They were really, really nice to me. I was on upper deck, and it was really nice to be there. And my goal always has been to travel. When I travel, I be nice to others, be kind, as gentle as possible. So when you become nice to others, they become nice to you. Throughout the time when I was flying when especially this long haul flight, when you are flying for 8-9 hours, people, there are flight attendants, uh, and always helping you area that you're in, and they will come and take care of you. I usually have it for a meal. I have a vegetarian option, but since I was between airlines, and I don't know what happened here. I got a phone call. Just hold on. Mm. Sorry, I had a phone call from my daughter. I had to hang up on her. That's just part of. I'm using the phone, so to do that, my camera's not working at this time, but that's fine. So anyway, I did not have my meal. Usually, you can order the standard meals. Then I didn't have meals, and they actually brought me very nice meals, and they took care of me, and they were bringing me snacks and food and drinks, and it's really nice. And then uh, on the way back, one of the thing I realized as I was watching people, when you travel, that's the other thing you want to see in such a long haul. You want to watch people, talk to them. I usually interact with people, especially the airline folks, trying to figure out what they're doing, or how long they're coming back and forth from America, especially, or going places, and they talk about all their experience. It's pretty cool to see. One of the things you realize is all these people who are out and flying. That's they do every day. How hard it is. For them being away from home, family. And being kind and gentle to them is always nice. And like I said, in reverse, you get kindness from them, and they would take care of you. Same thing coming back. The worst experience we had coming back was that we were on the we were almost boarding. Actually, we were boarding on the way back, and I did London Marathon. Day after, I was in airport on time. Everything was perfect. Beautiful day, and they gave me a best seat possible. They were like, they upgraded to me like really good seats. They didn't upgrade me first class, but they did upgrade me very good seats. And then as we were boarding, um, as we were about to board, I think we already started pre-board. I was sitting there just kind of making my video. I was doing things, last minute things before I left for 8-9 hour flight. They said, "Oh, the pilot got sick and this flight is canceled." I was like, "Whoa!" So we didn't have any other choice. Quickly, people start panicking. And, then there was short staff, and the staffs were not ready at that moment. It was chaos, yeah, at London Heathrow Airport. It's a really when in London, in especially they have, it's a very old terminal, all holding areas. Maybe it's just for international, but it was really, very congested area, and there's so many people. I think we had, it was 300 seats, but I think we had 150, 200 people there. It became really chaotic, and you know we just waited patiently. Everybody waited patiently. They took care of us. System assigned us a seat, and or a next flight. For me, I had a terrible flight coming out of, system assigned, and assigned me to coming out of Heathrow to Birmingham. I had to fly to Minnesota, Atlanta. It was really horrible. And then I went back and I talked to them, and they got me, flight to Birmingham, using Virgin Atlantic. So that's kind of where the story is. They were really nice to me. As I was leaving, I ended up becoming the last person to leave that area, because they put us in the hotel. By the way, I forgot to mention, they put us in the hotel, meal, food. I mean, really had a one day really off. I haven't had a day off like that. So it really was turn out to be, good for me, because I needed to stop for a few minutes, before I come home, and I had to do my own personal thing, work and everything. So and the lady, I think she was the main supervisor there. She saw my medal, and she started telling me, like, she was so happy to see me, and being very patient. She apologized. I told her not to worry about it. We all understand this. And she was so happy. She took a picture with me, and she was really nice. And anyway, so it was nice. Like I say, be kind to others. And in such a chaotic moment, I have seen videos, you see in the internet, in the TikTok, and in places where people are shouting and screaming at the, because they have nothing to, really, these people even at the gate, they got nothing to do what happened at that moment. All they can do is just, help us, and then they were patiently helping us. So that's really what I'm trying to tell you, because it's for airlines. I'm not trying to advertise an airlines, but it is people. These are normal people like you and I, who's there to do their job, support their family. But sometimes this happens. I felt like this kind of things may happen. When weather delay, this and that happens more often than you can think of. They may able to handle it. I feel like having a sick pilot may be a first. For me, it was the first time. As many years, I've been traveling, more than 30 years of traveling I've done. This is the first time where plane, we could not fly because the pilot got sick. Maintenance issue, weather mostly, and things like that happen. So just want to mention that. And next day, like I said, I stopped. We went to hotel. Very nice, very good staff, and it was really really nice. And finally I came back, and then I flew in the Virgin Atlantic, and there again, people were really nice. I didn't have my meal. I already had in Delta, had a vegetarian, but then now they're switching around, and all these things that all got messed up. So on the plane, they really, they knew that I was a vegetarian, so they took care of me. They just brought food to me, all the vegetarian food they could find. They had extra food. They always have a vegetarian option, but sometimes they have extra food. They brought me some extra food. Their ladies were really really nice to me. So overall, that was a good experience. But the last thing is that when I came off the plane, usually I like to check if there's any earlier flight that I can go. So I usually, the type of ticket I buy, they are not they're not they usually don't allow me to fly the next best flight. But I tried anyway. I went to the gate, and I found, I put myself on the waiting list, and I got in the plane. I was very patiently waiting again there. So overall, what I'm trying to say here is, when you travel, especially, you become that person, with just in the hand of airline. Be nice, be kind to them, and you can apply this anywhere. But as you travel, yeah, be nice to others, and as in the return, really, you may be surprised how nicely they will appreciate, because a lot of time, people people are not, as much as people they interact with people, sometimes people are not nice to them, especially when when things bad thing happens, especially cancellations. Yeah, sometimes you have delays. I try to really be patient. I have not ever had this outburst and myself, but I have seen people right in front of me screaming at the person, and they will react to it sometimes, and then you get in a worse situation than you are in. So anyway, so I thought I shared this with you. It was in my mind for so long. It was a great experience. I haven't talked about London a whole lot. If you watch my video on YouTube, I got a lot of videos. Please do watch it. I think I dropped the last video from London. Same thing from Rome. I have a 4 or 5 of them, 5 to 10 minutes video out there. So it's fun to be out there. Summer travel is coming. I haven't talked about that, and I'll tell you about more as we go. For now, I'm just kind of recording. I have not recorded any podcast, interviewed with anybody, so I thought I'd come in and do it. If you like, I can make this in a weekly event, so we can do some live bar broadcast. I'll do a better job on my setup. I try to do a little bit earlier in the day, not like 10 minutes before I say, hey, I'm going live, and then I will show up, and then nothing is working. So if you wanted me to do this regularly, please do post, and let me know wherever you listen. It's a lot of time I can actually do audio podcast, on Facebook. So I may try to do that too, but I'm recording here. I will clean up my podcast here. I'll put that out there for you to listen. But overall, let me just repeat one more time to kind of summarize what I just say is, it doesn't take anything to be kind and nice to others. They're also there to help you, as long as you let them help and not react to the situation, but kind of let it flow through. Understand they're working, and there are other people there too. Try not to overstep anybody, even in a chaotic situation. What I went through at the gate and at London, try to be patiently wait for your turn, and work with them. They're willing to work, and sometimes it just have to be patient, and sometimes I'm a little stubborn to wait for everything I can get, but at the same time I'm very try to be patiently. If that's the only thing I get, and that's the furthest thing I have, and I'm satisfied with it. So that's kind of what I wanted to mention. And as a summer is coming, I have a lot of things to talk about in a podcast. I'll try to make it this regular. If you like the Facebook, I don't know, it's hard to gauge, but definitely, if you have any questions, please post right now. If you're still out there, listen to me. If not, we'll say good night. It's a Thursday night, and we'll party sometime later. Somebody's put a comment here. Uh, yeah, yeah. Avid Metal. Of course. This is Kenneth mentioned that this is that metal, couple of Bostons. So then you haven't seen my set of London, last year's London, couple of Londons here. One of the things that I wanted to mention is I'm in my second round of Abbott Metal. Hopefully, I will get the second one. Who knows what life will take you, but I'm working on it. And also, one of the things I'm working on it is Abbott is going seventh star. So I want to be the first few to get the 7 star. So I'm working on that a little bit, but I have to see. So, but definitely, hey, life. Who knows where the life will take you. My fall schedule is getting crazy. Diverting to whatever we talk about, my fall schedule is a little about to get crazy. I have a big work, because my day job is taking a lot more time, and I may have to cancel some of my fall marathons. I haven't done that. I'm trying to work and ask my manager, saying, hey, can you give me a schedule? What do you think? So we'll see. in Berlin. I have Berlin next. Biggest one is Berlin. Next, as I went to off season, we'll talk about this off season in the next episode. I don't want to get too much detail, but just to talk about it. So we'll see what fall will bring. So yes, somebody else had something. Uh, Thanks for watching, Kenneth. Yeah, I have our video, which I just finished. I need to clean up just a little bit from Rockin' Chakalaka, not Rockin' and Chakalaka. I just get that up. Um, so Jenna is saying, great spirit. Marathon runs. You need to come. You need to come run when I pace. By the way, I'm cutting some of the races that we may go, but I'm definitely my next year's schedule is going to be a little different. I want to cut some races. I did so many this year, so I don't know. It's a lot of time, but definitely it's been an interesting year. But overall, thanks for watching, and have a great day. I'll clean up the podcast and put out there. If you think this works, I used to do like a drinking, beer every Thursday, beer drinking and podcast recording. So I need to bring that back. So um, so let's keep watching for that. And I will, like I said, I will tell you ahead of time. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say. Other than that, everything's good. So I hope you have a great, stay healthy. The warm weather, go out and train. I finally logged 5 miles today. My legs, 32 miles at Rock and Chocolate, and making up a run for kids last week. It was. I had a lot of pain in my legs. My body hates me, but but hey, it's okay. I'm good. I'm running 5K this weekend, so my life, I've gone to 5,500 miles, 1,000 miles to 5K now. So let's see how 5K will turn. So other than that, I will bring in more. Trust me, but I will. Right now, I'm just trying to figure out, get my summer schedule is up ahead. So I may be able to do a couple of things that I have not done. So keep watching. If you haven't seen all my videos on YouTube and marathon runs, please go there. I've tons of video last 2-3 months. I've been posting and posting and posting, adding. There's not a lot of views, but which is okay. I'm just posting, for future views or for my own personal recording and journaling. So thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. We'll talk more. Bye. Where's the finish? Okay. Oh, Facebook, YouTube. Thanks for watching.